Think about it. You have a birthday coming up in a few short weeks and you want to throw a party, but you have no idea how to. Luckily, you've come across this video. Today, I'm inviting you to learn about how to throw your own party, starting with the guest list, knowing what kind of theme you want and what food you want. First of all, you need to have a guest list. This will determine how big or small your party is going to be, but you need to know who you want to come to your party. Next, you need to come up with a location and a time. You need to know where your party is going to be and what time your guests will be coming to that party. Granted, this will affect guest availability depending on the time of day. This could be an early party or it could be later in the night, depending on what you want. Next, you need to come up with a theme. This will affect everything else in the party planning process. You need to come up with a theme that goes to what kind of party you are throwing. If you're throwing a birthday party, you can have any theme from a luau to a masquerade. But if this is a business party, you may want to keep it a little bit more classy in that you can only wear tuxes or nice dresses. It just depends on what party you are throwing. Next, you need to buy supplies because this will make your party come to life. If you're having a birthday party and you choose to have a luau, you may want to look for some grass skirts to give to your guests whenever they walk in, and you may want to find flowers that look like they're from Hawaii. It just will make your party come to life. Next, you need to think about food. With all this though, you need to have a budget. You need to know what kind of supplies you're buying and what kind of food you're going to buy and how much that will all cost depending on how big or small your party is. If you are throwing a luau, maybe you don't want pizza because it's not so popular in Hawaii culture. But if you're throwing a classy party for a business, maybe you don't want to have such finger food, and maybe you want to have more food like steak or something that you would have to eat with a fork and knife, just depending on what kind of party you want. The last thing to remember is to have fun. Today, I've taught you how to start with guests, finding a location and time, what your theme will be, what your supplies will be, creating your party, and what kind of food you will be eating. With all that in mind, you have to keep a budget and you have to know that guests will or will not be able to come depending on your location and your time. Now you know the basics of party throwing. Have fun.